Hello, so today we're going to take notes on evaluating expressions, and not just evaluating expressions, but also evaluating expressions including variables. So we've been dealing with expressions that have variables, but I have been telling you just kind of keep them there. We don't know what to do with them because we don't have the value for them. Well, today you're going to get the value for the expression, for that variable. For today's notes, I need you to go on page 95 and 96. The topic page is going to go on 96. The page that has all the sample problems is going to go on page 95, just like this. Our topic and essential question is located at the top. The topic is evaluating expressions. The essential question is, how do I evaluate an expression with a known variable value? And I'd also like you guys to have out a couple coloring tools. So they can be markers, crayons, highlighters, colored pencils. I don't really care. You only need probably 2 or 3 of them, just something to kind of change up the notes and make them look pretty later. Okay? So I have mine out. I've got my topic and my essential question down. If you need to, pause the video and make sure you write that down, but make sure you have that as well. Okay, so our standard for today is 6EE2, and you should be able to evaluate expressions for specific values of variables. Alright, so if you'll notice at the top, I have, and this is where I'm going to take a color, I have 3 expressions in these boxes. 1, I'm just coloring the border, so I know that that one goes with that one. This one orange, this one. Not taking too long doing this, just kind of making it look a little nice and different. This one goes with this one. For some reason our brain likes to acknowledge color, so when we put color it kind of actually makes our brain remember it a little bit better. And finally, I'm going to take this expression is going to be linked with, excuse me, this workbox. Okay, so now I have them identified as what goes with what. Okay, so if we look at the purple on mine, I don't know what color you have on yours, but I have the purple. It has 3a plus 4. And it's telling you that the variable value for a is going to be 2. So to solve this, basically we just plug in that value. Wherever the variable is, we now change it to say the variable value. So to do that, I'm going to rewrite my expression. Now remember, anytime you have a number next to a variable, that means that you're multiplying it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So to do that, I can put actually parentheses, because that'll tell me that it's multiplying. It's another way of writing it. So I'm going to leave those parentheses there just kind of blank for the time being and write the rest of my expression. Now that I have that written down, I'm going to plug in my variable value. So up above, I have the variable value of 2 equals a. Okay. So now we're going to do order of operations and solve this. Class, what is the first step that we're going to do? Who can tell me? Raise your hand and tell me. Eric? Parentheses. But there's nothing really to do in the parentheses, right? So what's the next step?
You multiply 3 times 2.
Yes, multiply. So 3 times 2 is what, class?
6.
Good. Then we're going to have 3 plus 2 is 6 plus 4. Remember, we're working down that reverse or upside down triangle. What's 6 plus 4, class?
10.
Good. Box your answer? Pretty simple, right? That's it. Okay, let's do the orange one, or whatever color you have it. 6b squared, where b equals 3. So I'm going to start off first by rewriting my expression. 6, remember a variable next to a number means I'm multiplying. 6 times b squared. we know that b equals 3. So I'm going to write that in. So now I have 6 times 3 squared. What is my first step based upon order of operations, Camden?
Multiply 6 times 3.
Prior to that, oh, you got
You do 3 to the second power?
3 to the second power, thank you. Yeah, it's confusing because you look at it and it looks, oh, well, there's parentheses, I need to do that first. But don't be tricked because the parentheses are actually finished. It's simplified within the parentheses. The first step is actually going to be to do 3 times 3. So, what is 3 times 3, class?
9.
Now that I've done 3 times 3, I've got 9. I'm left with 6 times 9. What is 6 times 9?
54.
What do I have to do to finish my answer?
Box your answer.
Box my answer. Good. All right, let's do the last one, which I have in green. Okay. 7y plus 2x. Oh, I've got 2 variables. It doesn't change. We're still going to just plug them in like a code, okay? So rewrite my expression. Okay? Now that I've rewritten my expression, I'm going to plug the variables in. I have an x, or I'm sorry, I have a y here. Ooh, I almost messed myself up. Up above, my code for y is that it is 4. Plus 2x. Up above, my x represents the number 3. All right. What should we do first? Michaela?
7 times 4.
Which is what?
28.
So 28 plus 2 times 3. What's the next step? Yes?
Multiply 2 and 3.
And what do you get?
6.
Good. And who can tell me the final thing we need to do? Lynette. Add. So we're going to add 28 plus 6. Well, 28 plus 2 is 30, and I'm left over 4. So I end up with 34. Box my answers. So first thing, write the expression. And I leave blanks for the variables, where the variables belong. Then I'm going to plug in variables. Oh, thank you. I am sorry that it's too far down. So plug in the variables, and then the final thing, solve. And while you're writing that, I'm just going to color some letters. You can color yours to make yours look pretty too. Going a pattern of every 3 letters. Hopefully yours looks prettier than mine. I'm not getting in my lines very well. All right. So we plug it in. Now, we are going to do some practice problems. Our practice problems are going to be on 95. So I'm going to scooch us over to page 95. If you need to go back and get those words, you're welcome to pause the video. Okay? All right, so we are now looking at page 95. And we have some variable values. It says if A equals 3, B equals 5, X equals 6, and Y equals 4. We're going to solve the following problems. All right, we're going to start at the first one. We have 2A divided by 2. We're going to start by rewriting our expression. 2 and leaving a space for that variable. Divided by 2. Then I'm going to go up above and I'm going to say, okay, well, what is the value of A? Well, my code tells me that my value of A is what, class? 3. It's right here. So I'm going to plug my 3 in. So we're going to go follow the order of operations. We're going to start with multiplying because that's the first one coming from the left. So 2 times 3 is 6. Working down in that upside down triangle. 6 divided by 2 is? 3. There you go. There we go. That's helpful, right? Where you can actually see it. All right, let's do a next one. We're going to write it is a squared minus 5. Remember, once again, that our value for a is 3. 3 squared, we already said that earlier, so 3 squared is what class?
9.
9 minus 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. All right. This last one I'm going to do with you, and then I'm going to leave the last two for you to do on your own. All right, so I've got 9b divided by 3. I'm going to write my expression. 9, leave a blank for b, divided by 3. Plug in the value for b, which when we look above, we see that the value for b is 5. So we're going to plug that in. And now we're going to work from right to left, or from left to right, excuse me. 9 times 5 is 45. Good. What is 45 divided by 3? 15. That's it. Okay, so I want you to do the next one for x and the last one for y on your own. Remember, first, always write in the expression, leaving a blank for the variable. Then you plug in the variable, and then you solve. So I want you to do this. If you need to, pause the video so that you can do it, and then I will come back and I will double check your work. I'm going to do it on my own. So hopefully you checked your answers and they matched mine. If you have any questions, don't forget you can come to tutoring, or you can rewatch this video, or any of the videos on haiku can help you as well. Have a great day.